没有人。哇，谢谢陶15送的火箭。副产。老板大气。这里面其实应该可以参观的，有那个壁画什么的，但我不知道能不能带手机进去，不知道有没有信号，试一下。在装修哎。
Just this one, is it?
They can't. They have to go for the. But I can put you on the screen.
Quickly. Oh, really? Fantastic.
Just go if they can.
Thank you.
I think you can. Just ask if you've got something to say.
Thank you. You know what's going on?
No.
Above that is the painted ceiling. So you're kind of up there instead of down here. So you should go and have a look.
Go upstairs.
Yes, upstairs. What's all this?
Are you paying by that?
Card, please. You see that picture there? This one here. That is above there. Yeah? Yes?
Thank you.
Yes?
The radio started.
It's okay.
Okay, then just so if
Thank you.
it wants to go.
Yeah.
We can't stop you, can we?
No.
Let's hope it will allow us.
I'm an old person. Do you do concessions for old people?
The standard price is £10.
Okay, okay. I think this lady wants to go as well.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's it's not allowing us because the session
Shall I
is
give
free.
you, I'll give you £10 and you put it in later.
So we actually cannot do that.
Of course you can. You should put it down on the next one.
We have to
Oh,
Excuse me.
we just have to put it down for the recording session.
How much is the ticket? £10.
So the next one is just starting within the next 10 minutes. We wait for that one. If you just wait for your ticket. There's your ticket.
Thank you.
Just like there's no one.
So you will join the 340 one, 2, right? So 340 is 340.
Yeah.
So your 2 will be on channel 6. So we
Okay.
can switch this off now.
So are you
And
gonna put that in?
if you put this,
Oh no, I saw the random people.
this is the right, and just go over your head, around your head as well. This stays on. Do you need it?
Oh, yeah, this.
Then how to to switch it on, just press this button.
Okay, thank you. 给了我一个，好像是，OK。你们应该能看见吧？你看那个地方，哇，壁画超好看，自动讲解，对，随身听，中文讲解，你们都听懂了，太厉害了。我找一下我的眼镜。
Hello.
Hi.
340.
340.
340.
Yes.
Okay. You just wait down here. When they go, we'll start to give you your hat and the tab.
OK。6频道，6频道是中文。他没有说不让拍，这个应该是可以拍的，因为我看了半天，他没有写不让。这没录像啊，我这是直播，又不是录像。没说不让拍啊。对啊，我看了半天没有写禁止拍照，或者没有写禁止录像。一般我举着这样子的话，他们不让拍的会直接跟我讲，不可以用手机相机这样。刚才工作人员过来，只是跟我讲，说我是不是3点45的讲解。我真的好想拍一下。这边都在装修。他不知道哎。好像可以上去。谢谢陶师傅送的3个火箭，小点点，但是陶师傅还是小点点，谢谢小点点的3个火箭，么么哒。人比较少。你看现在这个展览是讲，哇，谢谢小点点的4个火箭。他讲的是这个壁画里面这个人，这个画的是谁？Juno， 这个名字听着好耳熟啊。这写的是什么？ 是神。我其实比较想看。还有安全帽哎，绿帽子，快看，绿色的安全帽。我一会儿我能管他要个绿的。很大，我想戴那个绿帽子。我就想知道这个壁画到底是怎么保留这么长时间的，这都是真的。给你看一下细节。I am。解说啊，一会儿，一会儿那边有一个解说。修复的是在修复，你看他现在搭这些架子，其实就在修复上面还有一幅画。在修复上面那个画，就是他都在不停的修复这些壁画。看壁画的奶子，给你看看壁画的奶子。对，他施工就是在想去英国好多年，一直没去过。那我现在带你们看那边，他就在讲解。一会儿下一波就是我，下一波我说不定只给我一个人讲解。然后他讲的啥，然后我翻译给你们听。叫好了。壁画里面几个人？他们给我发的耳机，好蠢。不是哎，好像是他讲完了要带他们上去溜一圈，看上面的那个。他就是有一个导游。啊，他讲完了。该我了吧？绿色的。
If you want to put your bag in a locker over there, you can do that. And there's a jacket and a hat there for you. Okay. There we are. Right. You can adjust it, make it smaller
Oh,
at the back.
using
Yeah.
this, okay.
You don't want it loose because when you look up, you don't want it to fall off. So make it a bit tighter, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. 我戴上了绿帽子，原谅帽。我坐哪？坐中间吧，说不定只有我一个人呢。看， 我不行了，逗死我了。包场，好像只有我一个人哎。今天一点都不卡。他说后面可以调节，等下我需要个人帮我举手机。还有绿背心呢，我调节一下帽子。哎呀，好了，扣紧了。看我的绿帽子好看吗？哦，他说那个可以把包放在那个 locker 里面，去把包存一下。钱包。
I'll go and get a coin for it. It needs a pound coin.
£1.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll get one. One.
Oh,
That's
thank
it.
you. 我现在穿上我的绿色马甲，绿色马甲。他直接给了我，他直接用了他的1磅给我，因为我交了门票。一会儿给你们看看我穿绿马甲是什么样子的。谢谢有爱的欧尼酱送我气息。今天是参观这个壁画，然后一会儿会有人来讲解历史。
Can you hear me? Is there anybody there?
I can hear you.
Number 6, yes? Can you hear me? How's that? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. You're going to need this when you get up onto the scaffolding. The sound doesn't travel. And if anyone's working or anything, you're going to need this, yeah? Now, we'll start now. Okay. So, you there? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Right. So. All okay, right, move to there. You've got my little voice coming through, yeah? Just going to need this when we're up, yeah? So, first of all, my name's Bob. I'm your guide today. I'll take you the next hour or so and talk about the building, the paintings, the restoration, and what we're going to see. If at any time it's not working, you can't hear me, or you don't feel comfortable, just let me know. We'll get something sorted out. Because we are going to go up quite high, up to the painting. So first of all, so welcome to the Painted Hall. This Painted Hall is now part of the Old Royal Naval College. and it's looked after by the Greenwich Foundation. It's 300 years old, and it's got
300年历史。
very long history, lots of changes, lots of history in this, and obviously lots of artwork involved as well. So, how did it all start? In 1694, we had William and Mary on the throne. William and Mary came to be king and queen as the queen, so as Mary's father left the country, so she became the queen. There had been a very serious battle, sea battle, the Battle of La Hoye, when Anglo-Dutch Navy fought the French, and lots and lots of sailors were injured, got killed, and Queen Mary was really upset to see that when they got back to port, the sailors just got off the ships. If they'd lost limbs or not back to sea anymore, they were just left aside. There was nothing for them, they were just left alone, to make their own way. So she decided she wanted to make a hospital for seamen while they were seamen. Not a hospital where you cured them, it was just a hospital where they were looked after. So they became pensions. And everything was found for them, they just stayed there for the rest of their lives. So this was going to go ahead, but sadly Queen Mary died of smallpox at the age of 32. Obviously William was very upset, and he decided to sign the Royal Charter to say the buildings were in the same place, but he predated it before her death, so she could become the patron. So he predated her death, so that they went to a Royal Charter for the Seamen's Hospital. So they had to go and find an architect, and they went and found Sir Christopher Wren, probably the most well-known architect of Britain, especially in that time. And up on the west wall there is St Paul's. St Paul's Cathedral is probably Wren's well-known building. Sir Christopher Wren became the architect of the Royal Naval College, for the Royal Seamen's Hospital. He designed buildings, and the first thing he did, he had foundations laid. He knew by the time they finished the building, he'd be dead. So he had the foundations laid because he knew his assistant, Nicholas Walton, would have to finish it to his plans because the foundations were there. So they had to follow his plan. So he's very clever like that. He knew what the buildings were going to be like. So he put the foundations first, and he knew what it was going to be. So this hall was going to be the dining hall. This is where the sailors would come and have their meals. When it was designed by Wren, it was going to be a light, airy hall. Lots of windows, lots of natural light. The wall behind me, there's 2 windows blocked up. When they put this painting there. And it was going to be a nice cream colour, so there was lots of natural light. But in 1707, things changed. The artwork came in. They wanted more murals, more paintings on the walls. So the governing body of the hospital decided that they would get an artist to paint the walls. Now, they didn't choose Verrio, who was an Italian artist who was had at the time. They chose this chap. It's the artist. He looks very impressive. An artist in this coming camp. He is very well dressed. He has a red sash on. Because he's been knighted. His work that he did. The king knighted him. The first artist, British artist to be knighted. But he started off, his family ran grocers in Dorset. But at the age of 14, Thornhill was left £30 in his uncle's will, and he used it to buy an apprenticeship. And he came up to Covent Garden, and he trained to be a mural artist in Gilda. So he was doing lots of plays and opera houses. And if you look at this, you can see the curtain is sort of pushed back. So he's really doing lots of dramatic works of art. He was 32 when he got the commission to paint this. His hand is pointing out like this. This is my painting. But it's downwards, it's not allowed to point to the king. So it's that, this is my painting. In the other hand, is where's my money? Yeah? Because he was chosen because he was British, he was Protestant, and he was cheap. Yeah? They didn't pay him a lot. He was paid £1 per square yard to paint the walls, and £3 per square yard to paint the ceiling. So he earned £6,865. If we change it to today's money, that's £570,000. Which sounds a lot of money, yeah? But it took him 19 years to paint. So he only got £30,000 a year. Wow, £30,000 a year. He had to pay for the materials, the scaffolders, the artists, everything. But he did make his money because 4 years into this project, they asked him to paint the inside of St Paul's and Hampton Court and other. So he made a lot of money. The sailors didn't like this room he was painting. They thought it was too grand to eat their meals, and their food was cold. So they moved downstairs, which is called the undercroft, which was near the kitchen, so they got hot food, so they were better off there. So this became a tourist attraction, and the sailors took people around. Yeah. When Thornhill was painting this room, make sure the time's right, yeah. When he was painting this room, William Memorial died, yeah, he was going to put her sister Queen Anne on this wall. She died. Hold on to your hat and if you look up, that is Queen Anne, yeah, and George the Duke of Denmark. Queen Anne had 18 children. Well, she had 18 princes, none of them went into adulthood. So we had no one for them. So they had to go and find a monarch, and they found George. But they had to find a monarch that was Protestant, not Catholic. And he was 57th in line to the throne. So a long way down. So when he became king, he brought his son with him, George II, Armour, and his grandchildren, Frederick in the middle, and all his grandchildren. This picture is real propaganda because it's got the royal family, a lot of them. So they're saying, we're not going to run out of players. Yeah? We're going to there. In the picture, you've got stability at the top. That's the pyramid. So you've got prosperity, you've got justice. This is telling the British public you've got a good monarchy that's going to last. Yeah? If there been wealth, prosperity, yeah? No problems. Yeah? You're okay. That's what Thornhill's picture's showing. But, as I said, it was used as a tourist attraction. Where you're sitting is where Lord Nelson lay in state. After he died at Battle of Trafalgar, they brought his body back in a barrel of brandy. They took it out of brandy, put it in a coffin, and he laid in state here for 3 days. And thousands of people went past his coffin before he was taken up to St Paul's and buried. 1824, this became an art gallery. 1936, the gallery moved over to the Maritime Museum, and this became the mess hall for the Royal Naval College. And in 1998, the Navy moved out, and Greenwich took this over. When we were cleaning this part up, we served this part, they found gravy stains on this painting. So when it was the mess hall where the sailors used to have their dinners and their drinks, they'd obviously thrown all the food out all over the walls. So it's all up here. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go onto the scaffolding. That is the second, this was phase 1 really, clean this up. Phase 2 is back there on 80 tons of scaffolding. We're going to climb up and have a look at that. It's the largest conservation project probably in the world at the moment, because they've got to clean 37,000 square metres of paint. Lot to do, yeah? It's going to cost £8.5 million to do. So you're going up to see what it's going to be like.
8.5 million.
You're one of the first groups of people to go up there and see it. Yeah?
我们要上去看上面那幅画。
It's only going for like 3 weeks now. So it's quite cool. When we go upstairs, hold on to the handrail. Yeah, because going up scaffolding, don't fall down. Yeah. When we get to the top of the stairs, there's a character called Tycho Brahe. He was a Danish astronomer. He produced lots of star charts in the 17th century. But what's interesting, when you look around his head, you can see graffiti. People have actually put graffiti up there. So you can see, as people have done conservation work, they've actually signed their names around his head. There's graffiti all over the ceiling with people signing. Okay, now please ask questions. I know there's only 2 of you, but you can ask me questions, yeah? I may not know the answers. Yeah? Okay, you're all fit? It's only 67 stairs to the top.
No problem.
Okay? Right. Follow me.
我们要上楼了。
Twice. Normally we do 2 tours. I'm a volunteer, so I don't do every day. But last Wednesday I did 3, so I had to shut. So, but I'm losing weight.
That's good.
Okay, try not to puff too much.
Yeah,
So what we've got is 6 conservators working on the project. Yeah, they one person overseeing to make sure that all the work is consistent.
So are they students then?
We have or intern, and the
Yep.
rest are paid.
Okay. Okay.
The intern's getting some money.
Yeah. They don't get full rate.
If you look at this, this is trompe d'oeil, or trick of the eye. My French is not very good, but if you look, that is flat,
Yes.
and it's painted to give a 3D effect. And James Thornhill has done this all the way around. He sort of put these things in so you can see it's not.
是这个其实是平的，但是就是画起来看起来很立体。
Very nice.
And up the tower. And cleaning that using deionised water.
What kind of
Deionised. It's just water. That's got nothing in it. So
very neutral.
very neutral. And using lights. I'm doing it inch by inch. Move it first and get the dust off. And then clean it. And when it gets to the gilding, using citric acid, rough citric acid, so it's neutral in water, and it just puts the shine back in the gilding. It's not a bad condition considering it's 300 years.
哇，我现在走到这个楼的顶上了，好高！一层。
I find filming difficult up here. Okay, because it's not so good. So come this side. Look, you're going down, falling down the steps.
Yeah. See the names.
Yeah, but this is Tycho Brahe, and there's one there. Yeah, 1959. There's one there, 1738. Yeah, you okay with the light there?
这是他们的签名。
So when it's been painted, the ceiling was completed in 1714, but they had to do work to it because of the varnish. And when they've done work to it, they left their signature. So listen, have a look. first thing, if we look down across the ceiling is plaster onto laths, onto oak beams. Yeah?
Plaster onto.
Laths, wooden thin strips of.
Okay.
Yeah. Then onto oak beams.
All right.
So it's quite good, yeah? Quite sturdy. Because when you look down here, the plasterwork is 300 years old. And there's a few cracks, a few bumps, but as we say, he did do good, yeah? Because he used plaster, but he mixed in with it kid hair, baby goat hair. It's the binding, very fine, it's give a binding. And it's come out very well. And then James Thornhill, when he came to paint this, he had scaffolding. It wasn't all across, it was in sections, so he had an extra right frame. And he was just slightly higher than this to paint. And he's painted standing up. He didn't lay down like the Sistine Chapels. He stood up and painted from here. Yeah? And to help him start, they used a marl stick. This was put on the ceiling. Yeah? And then their paint hand, they held it like that. And they could just paint in each shape. Okay? And it was, sign writers use this now as well. But they'll be painting for 18 hours.
用这个工具，然后画就不会防止手抖。
With the, yeah, the stick in that.
Well, here, I'll take your picture with it.
You want to take my picture?
Yeah, so just hold the stick. Alright. So you just rest your arm on it. You rest your arm on it like that. So let's go in this way. You get the stick. That's it. There you go. Perfect. There's your pictures down there. That was the marl stick, yeah? Now.
Oh, that's nice.
You want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you do that for me?
Yeah?
But
on.
just hold it. It's okay.
You just hold it, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay then. Yeah, there's the stick. Just hold the stick. Don't put it on the ceiling, we'll be in trouble.
So this area has been cleaned then?
Nothing's been touched here.
Nothing's been
No.
touched.
So you hold it like that, and you put that on, rest it on there, like that, that's it. And that's how you paint. 8 hours a day. It's coming straight. Yeah? That's how you'll be painting for 8 hours a day. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, the way he got, we're not sure how he got the paintings onto the ceiling. We know that he drew the designs, because in the British Library, there's his design book. There's some different designs around his actual pen and ink
There's
drawings.
sketches, yeah.
Yeah. And he had to take them to the Board of Governors, and they said, yes, you can have that, or no, you can't. We know that at St Paul's Cathedral, he used a grid system. So he did his drawings in the book, and then, and then, like this, up and down. And then he got string and put string across. We're not sure if he did the grid system here, or he did what they call a prick and pounce. What he would do, he would draw an outline, he would draw what he wants to be, say here, on the floor, in actual size. Then put a piece of paper over it, and get a pin and prick a hole around the edge. You then bring the paper up to the ceiling. You then get some charcoal powder, and like a powder puff, and go through it all. So you've got dots on the ceiling, and that'll be the outline to do the painting. I'm thinking he did that more, because while I've been up here doing the tours, people said to me that certain characters appear in other pictures. So what he's done is he's kept sheets of paper with the holes in and painted them in. There's a golf club, Manor Park Golf Club, where one of the characters is depicted there as Winter, as here. So we know that he's reused the sketches, yeah? And legs. Some legs appear in different pictures. So we know that he was very good. So once he got the design, he used it again and again.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So we know he used different artists to do, yeah.
Love it.
So we know he used different artists to do different things. He used portrait artists and fruit artists, but he never said who they were, because he wanted the credit. Yeah? So that was his design. If it's something important he wanted painted, he probably used a portrait artist at the time. If you want to, I've got mirrors. Let's use a mirror. You can save your neck, or if you don't have to, but depends if you want to use. You know, save you keep lifting your head up and look in the mirror.
So, how many years will it take to do this? The restoration?
2 years complete.
2 years.
2019 is all the scaffolding down. Right, let me show you the first character over here. You can see these conservators here now. They've been working down. Okay.
这边全都是在做修护工作的人员在那边。
This is the first person.
是的。
Yeah. And there's over 200 characters on the ceiling, so I won't go through them all. But this person here is John Flamsteed. And he was the astronomer royal. And John Flamsteed. And this is Tom.
See?
If you get right underneath it, this is Thomas Weston. That was his apprentice. Now, Flamsteed, the astronomer royal, was plotting all the stars because it was important to know where the stars, because that's what he used for navigation and getting time. But what he did do was he made this prediction: April the 22nd, 1715. Yeah, any idea? Yeah, the eclipse, the total eclipse. Now, the important point is that this painting was finished in 1714. So a year before the eclipse, this was all painted and finished. So he knew, yeah, so they knew, must be good, because Flamsteed lived in the park. The painter, James Thornhill, lived in the road at the side of the park. He lived at 61 Grooms Hill. So they were neighbours. So they were good friends. So they knew each other, yeah? So I reckon this is very good it was. Now, this is the problem we got. Now coming on to why we got to do this work. See this white marks here? This is called blanching. And what's happening? The paint underneath is fine, as far as we know. But it's the varnish that's giving the problem. You've got this part here where the varnish is like cracking, like minute cracks. And as the cracks get more and more, it goes opaque. So you can't see the painting underneath. Now the problem is that in the past, to cure this, they've put another layer of varnish on. So we know that 10 times this ceiling has been restored. We've got records that have been restored. But in places there are 15 layers of varnish. So when you put another varnish layer on, that's good for 20 years. But then that starts to crack. And then you've got 2 layers cracked. And it just builds up. So now we've got to do something about it. So what they're going to do is, they're going to clean this all off using water and then a couple of lights. Because this is full of cigar smoke. Yeah, because this was where they used to smoke cigars and things. The dirt, human dust. So they're going to clean this off first of all. Then they'll check it out, and they're thinking of, they've got a solvent that they'll put on that dissolves the varnish, but then the varnish will solidify again. Right. And then it comes back cracks. And it fills the cracks. What is interesting, the white paint is lead-based paint, and that is much harder and stronger than the bitumen paints. So we know that some of the restorations, they've removed this varnish because it was easy to remove. But here, the brown paint, which was bitumen based, they couldn't remove it. So this is where you've got lots of... So the point I'm getting at is the dark areas you can't see very clear. There's some really detailed painting there, but you can't make it out. So when it's all cleaned up, you should see the detail. You can see there's a little bit of flaking
棕色
over
部
here.
分那些白色斑点很难去。
Now more graffiti. Look at this. George, see it there? Where the light is here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah? Yeah? This chap was doing the gilding, all the gold work around. And when he finished, he left his name. Yeah. 1846.
他完成的时候在
George
上面
Allen
写的这些字。
Yeah. Foreman of painters.
Okay.
Yeah, and gilders. Yeah. May 1846. The hall was all cleaned, etc. So they cleaned it all the paintings, all the gilding, and just to let you know, he left his mark. Yeah.
Just one moment here, and I got it here.
It's all right. Do you want to try? Is that better?
Okay, that's
Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. Little did he know,
maybe.
260 years later, that someone would be up here saying, "You got a cheat, you have. You've come up here and."
Do you mind putting the light on it again?
Yeah, sure.
I'll take.
That better?
Yeah, I'll take a couple here. Okay, that's enough.
Okay. So let's have a look. There's some nice figures. So if we come over here, now this is a mix. You've got to remember this was for sailors, naval sailors. And what you have is a mixture of actual people and then representatives. Lots of mythological features from Greek, Roman mythology. And this lady here is Diana, the goddess. She's got the moon in her hair. And sailors knew that the moon affects the tides. So the tides have been affected. Yeah? If we get a full moon, it's close, we get really high tides. Low, it just affects it. And they know, yeah, they're coming down, we have some rivers. See these figures with the weed in their hair? Yeah, these, and these pots. These are the rivers. These are the Humber on this side, the Severn and the Avon. Important rivers, because the Humber, lead came down from the Humber. River Severn, slate came down from Wales. And Avon actually means river in Saxon, so there's lots of Avons. But this is interesting. This is, yeah, River Severn. And here, these fish, look at the details. These are jawless fish called lampreys. Yeah? They're not eels, they're fish. And we know, because Shakespeare even wrote about it, we have a King Stephen, and he died because he ate a surfeit of lampreys. He ate too many and poisoned himself. Yeah? And someone actually told me there's still some lampreys left in the River Severn. But you can't eat them now because they're protected. But there used to be a lot of them, and because it's what they live on, any toxins they pick up.
Fascinating.
So if you go across, it's hard to see, but this is a Spanish galley.
Yeah.
Because the money for this hall, a lot of it came from Spanish galleys and pirates' money and Captain Kidd and all that sort of thing. Yeah? Because this is how they got the money. So we've got a Spanish galley here. And as we go across, now we've got this effect where it goes from light, from the dark to the light, to give you this effect of the centre. As we go across. This is where you get into big representations. You've got to remember, this was a big political statement, this ceiling, yes? So what you've got, this is Apollo. And Apollo is the god of light, the god of sun. He comes and chases away the night, brings in new meanings, new things. So you've got Apollo. Yeah. And remember that a lot of people couldn't read and write. So everybody knew things by stories. So you've got Apollo, God light, he's chasing away all the darkness, he's bringing new things in, yeah? So what's he bringing in? Oh, here they are. Queen Mary and King William. Yeah?
Queen
That's
Mary.
Queen Mary, Queen. And look, treason. In 1797, someone put their name on the chest. Yeah? Okay, so that's treason. They've been hanged for that.
I wonder if they ever found him.
I doubt it because you can't read the signature.
有人在他的胸上面签名。
Now, what is interesting, if you look at Mary's hair, you can see it's got this effect. Look, this is the blanching. You can see. Yeah. So obviously they were working on that, and they thought, well, we've done a good job. I'll sign it. And that was like 1797. Now, I'll just try. I'll just give you. You didn't think I was going to bring you up here to see people's graffiti, did you?
No, that's.
See, Banksy has nothing. Banksy has nothing on our graffiti, does he? Okay. Now, a bit about the history. Mary is the eldest daughter of James II. James II became king because his brother Charles II died and he had no children, so James became king. James, from his first wife, had two daughters, Mary and Anne. James then married a Catholic. His wife died and he married a Catholic. James converted to being a Catholic. He had a son who he baptised a Catholic. That has been no-no in British history because we just had the revolution with Oliver Cromwell and laws have been passed that we had to have a Protestant king. Didn't want any more Catholics because it was the way that the throne was arranged. If you've got a Protestant king, you have the People's Parliament make the laws and the king makes sure they're carried out. A Catholic king is ultimate power. So if you have a Catholic king, he said, just wait, there's no parliament. So it's a big part why the laws are parliament. Basically, James II was kicked out of the country. William and Mary were invited to become monarchs. When William landed at Brixton Harbour with his army, James II led them. He went off, as they say, to France. And we say he abdicated. So William and Mary came to the throne. Yeah? So that's the history. This was called the Glorious Revolution. Depends where you live. If you was in England, it was because there was hardly any bloodshed. But William of Orange, if you go to Northern Ireland, is known as King Billy. You go to Northern Ireland and you see the Orange Men. His Protestant army decimated the Catholic army. And it was a real sort of Protestant Catholic thing. So it's not well liked in England. Let me just show you this because this is now symbolism. You've got peace. This is peace. Yeah? She's giving the olive branch to William. William is in armour. He's a fighting king. The fighting king is giving
他是喜欢一个战争的
liberty, the red cap of liberty.
国王，
See the red cap? You see a red cap that meant liberty.
象征着自由。
Revolution. So this was giving liberty, liberty. It's giving liberty to this lady who's dressed in red with a white horse.
这个
A
女人
lady
和
dressed
她的
in
白
red with
马
a white horse is known as Europe. You see
象征
downstairs
着欧
any
洲。
1700 icon. Lady in red with a white horse is Europe. So this is showing that peace is coming because you've got a fighting king who's going to give liberty to Europe. Okay? But look, this is a lovely leg. Who's he doing it to? If you follow William's leg, the king's leg, there's this poor figure here. Yeah? You see the poor figure? Mm-hmm. Well, that is Louis XIV of France. So William has beaten Louis XIV of France. He's broken his sword.
路易14，法国的。
He was known as the sun god. He's lost his son. This is the papal crown. So what's happened? The Protestant British king has beaten the French king, and with triumph, we've overcome to him.
好像是这个威廉姆踩着这个。
This is what the sailors have been fighting. This is what we were fighting for. So they would know this. Yeah? But if you look, the king. Now I must show you this. If you come closely, can you see there? That is the king's crown. We know that it said the king has lost his crown. Yeah. But you're hard to see. It's very hard to see.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
几乎看不到
There's
它
the
的
British
皇
line.
冠。
Look. There's a line there, very hard to see because the painting's gone funny, yeah? At some stage, someone's
是一个
heard,
狮子。
yeah, but the king had lost his crown, and at some stage, just above your head, look, some restorer painted a crown. Because you, no, he didn't, because he'd probably get into trouble. But that, yeah, that's different. The paint, if you look at the paint and the colours, it looks different to the rest of it. Yeah, the rest of the painting. So because you couldn't see this bit, I thought, well, we'll put a crown over here. That's my excuse anyway. Yeah. Right, let's go and look at the sailor. So this is John Worley. He was a sailor. He came here as a pensioner in 1705. He had spent 70 years at sea. And he was 96 when this painting was done. James Thornhill picked him because he was always in trouble for being drunk. Not James Thornhill, the sailor. And they thought by him having to sit for 4 months and his picture taken, he'd be out of trouble. So he was painted, and he depicts this being winter, because around the edge of here you've got winter, spring, summer, autumn. And here's winter, and then you have to come this way, right? Yeah, because the glare is warming his hands over a fire. Yeah? And what you've got the season, yeah? You've got fruit, you've got carrots, winter vegetables, you've got fish. For Pisces, the star signs. As you go around, you've got the star signs. You've got Lion, for Leo, yeah? You've got all the different star signs.
Well, if I was sailing for 70 years, I'd be drunk a lot too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, not married or whatever. Let's have a look here, because just show you a couple of things. This is Athena. Now, this is all to give ideas of greatness. The goddess Athena, she was the goddess of wisdom and war. She's got the shield of Medusa because it was her shield that killed Medusa and all sorts of, yeah? I won't go into mythology, but here we are. So if you imagine that's Mary, so who's William? King William. Well, he's depicted as Hercules. Yeah? There's Hercules. So again, you can see William and Mary, you know, because they all know the stories about Hercules and what they're doing is they're chasing out the vices, all the evilness, but the evil part is painted in dark colours, like the king. And that's where you can see the damage, see it? All the varnish is coming off, so it's not looking so good. Yeah. Let me show you over here, this part. So this is Juno. This part here. And what happened was, in 1958, 1960, the Ministry of Works came to do some work here because it was in a bit of a bad state. And her dress, the paint had gone. And this chap here called John Mead got some silk, folded it, made models, and he repainted in oil paint her dress because it was showing the plaster. Now, the problem is, he's painted it and we can never find out what's underneath. Because this painting, you're looking at UV light on it because we're sources, but there you can't see it because the paint is used as blocked everything out. What we're doing nowadays is called conservation. So we're making sure it won't get any worse. That was taking it back to what they thought it looked like originally. We're not going to do that. We're just going to conserve it. We've got some special paints called gambling paints, which just sort of cover up, but they're water soluble. But what he's done there, excellent job, but it's permanent. You can't see what's underneath. That's the restoration. Okay. So we'll go over this way, okay? You're running out of space? This is, you can see here, this is Victory with the French flags. Our battleship called the Blenheim has won a victory and it's got the French flags. But what this is showing you here is the way the light has affected the paints. And we can see here that the flags are disappearing. The UV light is taking the light of the flags away. Can you see? Because the architects are showing through. So we know from this that what Thorny have done, he painted the architecture first, the shapes first, then the clouds, then he did all the detail. And by the paint disappearing, we know which went on last. Yeah. But we're going to stop this. We're going to put film across the windows to stop the UV light. Because we've got to stop this, otherwise all the colours are going to go. I'm not going to see the detail. So this is this part here. And you can see here, look. Yeah, see, it's like crystals. This is the blanching. Yeah, it's getting. We're hoping that when it's all washed down, because you can't really see that this face is not so good. Yeah. All the other parts you can see quite clearly. Yeah? Okay, let's go this way. Now, this lady here. Yeah? If you work in the City of London, you will know her, because this is the City of London. She's shown with a sword, and there's the City of London shield. Yeah? If you go up to the City of London, you'll see that symbol everywhere. Why City of London? City of London gave a lot of money for the building of the hospital. And there we have another river. This is Isis. The River Thames is here, Father Thames, old Father Thames, but Isis, the River Thames, the Isis runs into the River Thames. So from Oxford upwards, you've got Isis. From Oxford downwards is the Thames. Yeah? So we've got this, but look at this. We didn't see this until 3 weeks ago. So this is the Thames coming out, yeah? You see the fish? Yeah? What's inside?
Mouse.
A rat.
Oh, so it's a rat.
Yeah? Well, some people say it's a fish. You see a mouse, you see, because rats. There's always rats around the River Thames, yeah?
Yeah.
Always lots of them. So, why, you think about this, this painting is made to look at, 40
Down
metres
below.
down. You can't see that. Yeah, so these little things that we're picking up, these and that, yeah? Now, let's look at this. You okay? You all right?
Yeah.
Good. Right. This is the coat of arms. What is strange about this? Normally, on the British coat of arms, you have the lion and the unicorn. Yeah? We have no lion, no unicorn. What we have is, this is Mars, the god of war. Yeah? He's got a dragon on his head. Yeah?
战士
If you look at his lap, that is 60 years of dust. The last time that was cleaned, it was 1960.
Wow.
Yeah, hasn't been touched. Yeah. So, Mark. So that is William. That is representing William. It's an arm. It's the god of war. So we haven't got a lion and unicorn on their part. They had Mars put in. Over here is Athena. Okay. More symbolism. It's got the little owl on her chest. So we know that's Athena. Wisdom. We then have this. Now, we're not sure. We thought this was made from stone. It could be made from wood. It's done by a master carver called Robert Jones. He's done a lot of carvings and sort of stonework around here. And we're hoping that during this conservation we'll find out. Because what you've got around the edge is the garter, Knight of the Garter.
Yep.
In the centre is the Stuart symbol, so you've got the Lion of England, the Fleur-de-Lis of France, the Lion of Scotland, the Harp of Ireland, yeah? So that's the British family, the Stuart family, and in the middle is the Dutch House of Holland lion. That only lasted, why? It was only during the reign of William and Mary. Because once William died, the line came off. We went back to the Stuart symbol, Queen Anne. And then obviously when the Hanovers came, it changed again because it was a new family. So this clean, they're going to clean it off with water. Well, they hoover it first. They hoover all the stuff. And it's cleaned with water. Then they just use citric acid and water to get the gilding up. They will not re-gild. The gold is so good. And as we go down, we can look at this arch here, which has symbols of the zodiac of the northern hemisphere. And I point out to you, the same carver, Robert Jones, carved those. And they've just been cleaned. And once it's clean, it really just comes up. It's amazing. You don't need lots of chemicals, water, a bit of citric acid to get a shine on it, and it comes back. And you can see, we think this is wood because you've got the cut nails where it's been hammered on.
Yeah.
You know, because the building was being made with Portland stone originally, but when St Paul's was being built, they ran out of stone. So this is part brick. The oak has come from the old men of war ships. So if you're thinking 1700, that oak was probably 1800s, and it's like iron. You want to put a nail in it, you put a drill first.
Yeah.
It's really. Yeah. How are we doing? Okay. Right. Any questions? Around the outside, the Latin, it says the Queen, that this Royal Hospital was made, yeah, by Queen Mary to honour the sailors for what they gave to the country. And that's basically because the sailors been injured, died, whatever, they've given their lives to make Britain great. So Queen Mary's given them this hospital to honour them. That's what. And you can see all the symbols that on here, you know, that the weapons and things. And beautiful. Okay, any questions? Shall I take the mirror? I can hand this back to Francesca, who's there.
Waiting anxiously.
这个医院是女王 Queen Mary 女王为了奖励水手们为国家做的一些贡献建造的。
See the coal here? The coal. This has come down from the River Tyne. Yeah? Coal was important to the Navy, not for its ships because obviously they used sail then, but coal, it was taxed. And the tax from the coal, all the money went to the Navy. So I say to British people, like your tax for your fuel now, in 1707, you were taxed, your coal was taxed for the Navy. So fuel tax is not new. We've had fuel tax for 300 years. Yeah? Okay, so if we make our way downstairs.
这就差不多。
Hang on to, well, don't have to hang on, but
You should. Always should.
So, where are you from?
China.
China. Alright. Which part?
Beijing.
Beijing. Alright. And yourself?
Vancouver, Canada.
Oh.
Just across the water from
Just across the water. Yeah. I knew you're not from England yourself, that's all. So if you look here, this is a good spot you can see. That is all carved, that's all carved out and gilded. And that has just been, that arch, not the standard part, but just the arch has been cleaned. And you can see how
beautiful.
Makes it so different. Just using water and getting the dust in. Okay. You can see at the side, you've got the scallop shells, the seaweed, coral, pearls, all things been painted which they would have known about. There's some things missing because the sailors were quite superstitious, so certain things would not be shown.
Not shown, yeah.
You may say there's not many cannons and guns about.
So is St. Paul's open to the public after 5 o'clock, do you know? or does it actually close its doors?
St Paul's Cathedral.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll ask someone here.
Okay.
Because normally, if it's open for a service, you can just walk in.
Yes.
Last time I went there, this little tram service last year. Sometimes guided tours were available from the park. We won't be able to go up onto the dome.
Yes.
Which can walk up to the Whispering Gallery and I think that's shut. Okay, well, I'm going to say thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed.
Yeah, very much.
If you get the chance, come back, especially when it's finished and all this is down, and you'll see the lovely floor that's under here and all the other things. Enjoy.
Yeah, very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to make a comment, there's a book for visitors if you want to sign.
All right.
Say, my name's Bob. If it's good, put Bob. If it's not, leave it out. But please, and safe journeys back home.
Thank you very
You
much.
back home soon?
No.
No? You staying for a while?
Actually, I'm a student in here.
You're a student here?
Yeah.
Come back. Come back in a few months when they're cleaning inside and when it's shiny. You should come and see you'll see the difference. Come back in a year and you'll see it's so shiny. Believe me. It'll be good.
I just like to take a
You
shot.
can take pictures, yeah? If you want to take a picture. Can I show you the hand? There's a mystery hand.
是时候摘下我的绿帽子了。
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll show you it's a ghost hand. I've had to paint this several times. Now, I won't go into too much history, but George I was not a nice man. Because when he came to this country, he brought his two mistresses with him and left his wife locked up in a castle in Hanover. That's why his son, George II, never spoke to him. After he became king, he never spoke to him. His wife did have an affair
儿子
with a
再也不跟他
Swedish
爸爸
Jew,
讲话了。
and that was the point. But, can you see, there's a hand here.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes that this is the hand of his wife, Sophia, trying to get out.
I like this.
这有个手的形状吗？
Where's the money?
Yeah, where's the money? Like, show me the money.
The colours now. And then the back is there. It's backwards. Okay, I'll leave you.
Okay, thank you very much.
See you for that game. Safe journey.
Okay, I will.
I'll see you here again, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
这个就结束了。诶，我还是很想念。这个就结束了。为什么今天我想过来看这个呢？因为他最近，因为你看他现在这个搭这个架子在修复上面的壁画，所以我们有机会能到架子上面去近距离看一下房顶上面的壁画，这个一般都是平时看不到的。 感觉讲了有一个小时吧，讲的还是很长时间的。啊，我这个后台有录像的。哦，对。Sorry, I forgot this one.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. 拜拜。我的手都忘了还给他了。这是云台啊，当然了。这就是我们刚刚看的。绿帽子已经还了，好吧，没有绿帽子了。刚刚我还说的，我说看有个绿帽子，我说希望一会儿我也能戴那个绿帽子，结果他真的给我戴那个绿帽子。我没记错的话，这个楼叫 King William。你看这些楼，其实在以前，在它是大学之前，它是医院。刚刚那个导游也讲了，这个医院是 Queen Mary 为了这些水手建造的，也不是为了治病，就类似那种修养类的医院吧，不是主要为了。